Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for how to best flow through October. So the month of October is right around the corner, and this is definitely a busy time of year. We're all working really hard, getting ready for like a metaphorical harvest, and things are coming to fruition here. So I thought this would be a really great opportunity to give you guys a little peek into October and how you can better be in alignment. So I've only pulled one card this time, so the reading's going to be a bit shorter, but you do have more options. So you have 6 cards to choose from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take some deep breaths, get grounded, use your intuition, and you can see the description below for the timestamps if you want to fast forward to your card. We're going to get started with the first card. So, how you can best flow through October. They're saying release your inner wild child this month. There are some parts of you that really want to be expressed. This card has a lot to do with travel and freedom and taking risks. So it may just be that you need to take a leap of faith. I see this cloud dissipating. It's like this dark cloud was surrounding you there for a while. Maybe you didn't have the best summer. Maybe but at the same time, maybe this season is really inspiring to you. I really believe everyone kind of has like a season that's best for them that they can really grow and thrive in. And for me, I love the fall. I always get so much done in the fall. I've noticed a lot of opportunities come to me, and I feel like that's kind of where you're at. This is a really fresh season for you. There's a really exciting energy coming in, and you're able to free yourself from old thoughts and old belief patterns, anything that was holding you back before, and you're able to create opportunity in your life. So look around, create opportunity. Don't wait for things to happen. Don't wait for things to come to you. Go out there and get it, you know? I feel like this has a lot to do with you actually going to a physical place, going where you know that you will best be successful. You know, I feel like there's a specific place that's calling you, and it may just be like a trip. Maybe you want to go somewhere for just a week to get recharged. Maybe it's a actual place you're going to need to move to. Maybe there's someone you want to go visit who lifts you up and inspires you, a friend who lives somewhere far away. Maybe you want to go check out a foreign country and immerse yourself in the culture. That's always really exciting. So just think about what you're being led to do here, because this has a lot to do with travel, freedom, and just letting go of expectations, basically, and allowing yourself to live in the moment. And so I feel like that's what the theme of October is going to be for you. That's how you'll be able to flow best. Just stay in that mindset. Choose, you know, whatever is going to free you best. So I hope that helps. If you chose the second card, so there's a focus here with your insecurity. And sorry once again if you can hear the crazy feral creature squawking in the background. That's my bird. Check out the previous video if you want to actually meet my bird, but she is nuts and you'll probably hear her screaming. I'll turn the music up. So there's a lot of insecurity surrounding you, and it's really tying you down. It's been keeping you from just getting up and moving forward. There's a lot of action that's being required of you at this time. So how can you best flow through October? Take steps to let go of your insecurity. How do you do that? Well, first of all, I guess for me what really helped, because I've had a lot of insecurities. I'm an empath, I'm a sensitive person, and so there are times where my insecurities can get to me and overwhelm me. So I know what it's like to feel like this picture. So first of all, you're not alone, and I realizing that and like having your insecurities kind of validated and realizing there's other people out there who feel the same way really helps, because the thing about insecurity is it makes you feel really isolated and really alone. That's why it ties you down. It's like you feel like you don't measure up, or like for some reason you don't fit in. And sometimes that comes from just societal programming, or it can come from, you know, how you were raised in the past, or maybe it's the tapes of old bullies and things that maybe old authority figures or bullies in your life or old frenemies used to say to you. You know, everyone's had experiences like that in their life with people who've said things to them that have been less than kind. And unfortunately, some of those those bites and those stings can stay with you for life. So I feel like each one of these arrows represents like a bite or like a sting, like a wound, like something you continue to repeat and tell yourself over and over again. And the irony is that all the people that said these things to you and all the people that projected these things onto you, that came from their own insecurities. Because really, what you see in others, that's just a projection of aspects of yourself. So maybe some of these things that were said to you, or these situations that happened where things that were unkind were spoken to, or you were put down, or you felt like you weren't measuring up, think about the people who were involved with that and realize that's a reflection of them, not you. You don't have to take that on. You can get grounded here in your own truth, and that's what they're saying, to flow through October best. You're going to need to get grounded in your truth and realize, you know, your own strength and your own beauty and your own wisdom, and realize that you know the people that you look up to and that you're inspired by, you have qualities, similar qualities like that in you that want to grow and be developed. You know, you're a unique, fascinating person, and you have your own natural gifts and talents. And so October for you is going to be about exploring that, because that's going to help your self-esteem. You know, when you start to express yourself more and, you know, get grounded in your truth, that's what helps you release your insecurity. You know, before you can really get out there and express yourself how you want to and like be in alignment, you first have to spend some time, you know, finding your truth, finding what it is, you know, you believe about yourself. Maybe going back and rethinking some of those harsh things that you tell yourself, you know. Start to observe your inner critic and realize that it's bullying you, you know. Don't bully yourself anymore. Start saying kinder, nicer things to yourself. It seems like such a little thing, but you forget what's going on in the background in your head sometimes. That's what mindfulness is all about. It's about bringing your attention there and just choosing to be at peace and in the moment, instead of like allowing yourself to judge yourself all the time and be so worried and stuff. So this insecurity, there will be some work you have to do, mentally and physically, you know, to help with to get more secure. Sometimes just healthy eating, a little bit of exercise, some sunlight, making sure you're hanging out with some positive, uplifting people, not isolating yourself. Just that right there, just a couple things, paying attention to your health, that can do so much to make you feel confident and secure and safe. I didn't realize along my earlier journey how important some of these things were in order for me to feel safe and grounded and protected. So yes, October is going to be a busy month for you. It's like, I feel like whether you're conscious of this or not, there's going to be this journey that you go on. Maybe you've already started it, where you're, you know, you're becoming more grounded, you're learning your truth, and you're starting to pull out these snares and remove them and say, you know what? This isn't true anymore. This isn't who I am. Like, I can start over. Like, I can start fresh. Like, I can build these skills I have. I can, you know, make a beautiful life for myself. I'm not doomed. I don't have to take on these worries and anxieties other people projected onto me about who I supposedly am. Like, I'm beautiful. I'm me, you know? I'm just gonna keep preaching to you. So, oh my gosh, I should re-listen to that. It's a message for me. You guys, I get caught in insecurities. I still have old tapes in my head sometimes that play that, you know, that bullies and people have said about me or to me. And you gotta just realize that the only opinion that matters is your own. And that is just so true. Probably read that meme all over the internet. You probably heard it your whole life. But when you can actually embrace that energy and get into that space and make up your mind about yourself and feed yourself with beauty and truth, you know, and strength and reaffirm yourself, then that's when the magic happens. And I feel like you're heading into a really beautiful winter and spring here if you can nail this. And October's all about that for you. So I'm wishing you well in October, that you can flow through it well. If you pick the third card, wow. So October for you is definitely about nurturing yourself. And this card talks about nurturing your creativity. it talks about blending different aspects of yourself together in order to create something fresh and something new. So I feel like this has to do a lot with your work. And even it could do with your love life, because do you see this? There's like kind of a male / female kind of entity here. Like there's two different entities that are coming together in the water in emotion. And so you could be meeting someone in your life. You could be, maybe you end up on a Tinder date that actually goes well for once. Just kidding. And maybe you end up taking things to the next level with your significant other, like a proposal, or you end up moving in with them or something like that. The Green Woman, it's a really cool card. It talks about a time of rich nurturing and protection. So in order for you to flow through October best, I'm feeling this vibe like you need to nurture loving and fertile relationships. And you also need to nurture your learning. So this is going to be a time where you're going to want to gather around with people that you care about. Try to go the extra mile. Maybe get little thank you gifts for some of your friends and let people really know that you appreciate them. See if you can, do projects with people and, create. Group activities are really going to be supported. I feel like you're cultivating this energy right now. It's going to be very fertile for you. It's going to help you kind of get through the winter. So, this is a good time for you to meet new people and meet new friends, actually. And they're saying, remember that the glorious, magnanimous, and generous spirit can live through you, radiated by the sacred breath of life and given to others who need guidance and healing. So maybe you're being called to hold space for people who need healing this time of year. Maybe you're being called to speak your truth, do something kind of similar to what I'm doing with my tarot cards and these messages I've been giving you guys. Maybe you're an energy healer and someone who's going to be practicing that more. So if you pick this card, it's very possible you're also a healer and empath. So there's going to be a lot of activity around you in October. And so to flow through it best, they're saying just be yourself, Be at one with the earth, be at one with yourself. You're going to want to be out in nature a lot and draw your energy from nature, from Gaia. So I hope that this resonated with you. If you pick the fourth card, the reunion card. This is so interesting. I actually am feeling called to read some of this to you guys. One more card about relationships. So October seems to really be a month about relationships. It's cool when I do readings like this because I can start to see themes. This is really similar to the last card I just drew, but this one is interesting. It's talking about opportunities that are going to come to you through a relationship, or it could be several relationships here, but there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of light, it's a really happy, radiant time. I don't see any heavy or dark emotions. So in order to best flow through October for you, I'm getting this message, as cliche as it sounds, to stay positive, because you might be worried about what lies ahead, but look at this beautiful picture here. Reunion. I mean, maybe there's family, because I know we're heading towards the holidays, so maybe there's family you're going to be reconnecting with, old friends you'll be reconnecting with, lovers you'll be connecting with. Let's see. Turning to the page right now. So, they're saying an emotional reunion can sometimes refer to the mystical karmic cycles that bring lovers back through space, time, and lifetimes. So maybe you're meeting people from your soul family right now. The purpose of this soul reunion may be manifold, but it can be to complete unfinished business or to teach new lessons from old actions or wrong choices. Let's hope that it's not that, but sometimes it is. It can also refer to the coming together of a band of comrades, tribal or clan members. That's the vibe I was feeling. Yeah, so clan members, or a brotherhood of loyal friends, gathering for the acknowledgement of their shared bond. So get-togethers, definitely. You could be, maybe you're going to want to host events and host parties. Maybe you're being called to just take this opportunity and just kind of lighten the mood, because I feel like October is it's like you have an opportunity to have a really successful month, or it can be really heavy. It just depends on who's getting dealt the shift and how they're handling it. I just feel like this vibe, like some of you guys, all hell is going to be breaking loose in October. And then other people, it's like you're the ones who are able to hold space for the people who are having a hard time. So if you're noticing people are having a hard time, they're going through shift around you, throw a party, you know what I mean? Or hey, maybe you're going through a hard time and you start getting invited to different events. Just go to the events. These things are going to help keep you lifted up. They're going to help, keep you in connection with others and keep you in that healthy, sacred energy exchange and flow. Because we came here to be in connection with one another. So seek ways to get out and unite with people. That is the message. That's how you flow through October. So for anybody who's going to end up reuniting with people from the past, this says, by meditating on a past issue with new wisdom and insight and an acceptance of personal responsibility and forgiveness, reclamation may take place. A spiritual I can't even say that word. Oh gosh, I'm dyslexic. Okay. So basically, a healthy union in the soul is a result of this. Reassurance is gained from a reunion of this nature, revealing whether the correct path was taken and your decisions were based on valid and honest instincts and motivations. So there could be a lot of here. I'll hold this here so you can take a screenshot or pause it if you want to read this for this card. But basically, there could be some shift in your love life. There could be ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends coming back, or just people from your past that you were romantic with. There could be some breakups. It just seems like this is a card for people who are, just a lot of rearranging going on with like the people in your life. But just remember, the people in your life are supposed to be a source of inspiration and fulfillment, and like they're supposed to help bring you joy and abundance. It's supposed to be this equal give and receive, you know what I mean? So I'm feeling like that's kind of where you're headed towards harmonious relationships. So follow the flow towards harmony. Just remember that. Okay, if you chose the 5th card. Wow, so we got healing reversed. So okay, I'm getting a strong message. This is like a different message that I haven't always gotten with this card. Usually this card talks about focusing on your healing and, taking the time to do meditations, soul retrieval, past life regressions, getting grounded out in nature, stuff like that, chakra balancing, whatever you're into, just healing, prayer, stuff like that. What I'm seeing is that if you pulled this card, in order to best flow through October, the focus now is actually going to be moving away from your healing and into taking action steps in the 3D. You will come back to this, because I do feel like, it's like you're very wounded. There's been a lot of things that have happened along the journey, right? I can feel you on that. But you've spent so much time on this, and you've spent so much focus here, and there's been a lot that's gone into it, and the energy is shifting, and as within, so without, I feel like there's already things that have been happening in your 3D world to kind of mirror, what's happened here and all the changes that you've made. But there's more work to be done. And so this means, get out there and meet new people, make new friends and acquaintances, work towards starting that business, or apply for that job, or go enroll in that program. It's like you feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you can't move forward until you're healed. And sometimes that's what life is all about. Like, it's just a big healing journey, and you heal as you go. And there are times where you cycle within and you need to spend that time alone. But don't start to get that impression that you're broken. Healing is revealing. Healing is revealing that you're already healed, whole, and complete. It's like a remembering of your truth and like who you are, and that you're worthy, and that You know, you don't have to be afraid to move forward. And so, yes, there's a lot of anxieties that you have, and there's a lot of fear, but, you know, feel the fear and do it anyways. I think there's this quote from Carrie Fisher where she talks about having to just do things even though you're afraid. I think she had anxiety or something like that, or some other type of mental disorder she was struggling with, and you would have just never known just how amazing she was. And you know, a lot of times you would never know the things the people around you are struggling with, so you're not alone. But there's ways to cope. You know, try to balance as best as you can, but it's time to get back out. It's time to keep going. And this is something I've had to learn along my journey, you know, because I'm doing a lot of really intense healing at times in my life, but I've learned and I've realized through this that you can't shut yourself off from the world. You can't shut yourself off to others, because sometimes the most healing thing ever is connections. And so they're like, maybe this last step for you in this healing process is to get connected with people. And that's another theme that's coming through on these readings, is connection. So October really seems to be a month for, oh my gosh, connection. Look, this is the last card. If you pulled the 6th card, it's kind of just what I recently said, but on the next level. This is talking, okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a group of women, but I am getting this feeling like there's this group of women that you're supposed to be helping bring together this month in order to help flow through this month. Like, you're supposed to help bring these people together. Maybe you can do like a workshop with your community, or perhaps you guys can bake something together, or you can make some type of craft, or you can do some type of extreme sport or something, or whatever, like just go on a bike ride, or just get the girls together, get the group together and make this happen and share this sacred energy, okay? And if you don't subscribe to a gender, or if you're male, then same thing. Doesn't matter like what people's gender are or whatnot. Like, just get some people together and have this celebration. You know, if you're wanting to manifest things in your life, you have to remember that a lot of times when you pray, the answer is going to come through other people. Or when you're asking and setting intentions. These are my intentions. Some of my intentions for one of my businesses. And, you know, oh my gosh, probably 85% of these manifestations and things I asked for came through other people. So you have to realize that you have to get out there and make these connections, not because you want something, you know, you don't give to get, but just open yourself up and just let things flow. Like, this is how miracles happen. Have community with people. Have boundaries with people too. That's what I've learned, is that's how you know, don't get hurt, you know. But I feel like it's safe. The message is, it's safe for you to connect with people. It's safe for you to get out there and have this exchange. And in order to flow through October better, celebrate the month and enjoy it. There seems like there's a party this month. So hey, maybe it's your birthday. Maybe there's some good news that's coming in. Maybe you have some friends or someone that you haven't seen in a long time you get reunited with, but reach out and connect and celebrate. This is not a month to be down and to be pitying yourself. Really enjoy your life. So this card is your permission to just party this month, because you deserve it. There's definitely something to celebrate in your life. So don't forget, that's part of the journey. You have to take that time to celebrate. That's what makes life sweet, you know. Sometimes if you work too hard and you're like a go-getter, that's awesome, that's good if you've got that natural drive in you, but if you don't stop and celebrate, you get lost in the grind, you get lost in the hustle, and you just lose yourself. And you have to remember to enjoy life, because that's what we're here to do. So this is your permission. If you pick this card, the best flow through October, celebrate it. Celebrate that you're here. Celebrate the abundance you have. There's always more to share. So I hope that these messages helped you out. It seems like October is going to be a really abundant month, full of a lot of connection and a lot of love, reunions, positive energy, inspiration. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments below. Let me know if you have ideas for topics for these pick a card readings. And if you have any questions about this or you want a more specific reading, then check out the description below and find out how you can book me for personal reads. Peace out.